that touched down in our barn area last night around 8 p.m. National Weather Service tells us it was an F1 tornado, and that's a wind range of about 105 miles per hour. This morning we told you that we had 9 barns that were at that point uninhabitable, that horses had to be removed from, had to be evacuated from. That number is smaller this afternoon. That number now down to 6.5. We've had a couple of barns where the problem areas were cleared up, so we're down to 6.5 barns, roughly in the neighborhood of 75 to 100 horses that have been moved to other barns. Some here on the premises, some have gone to Keeneland in Lexington, Kentucky. Approximately about 60 of those horses have moved to Keeneland to continue their training there. And again, Keeneland and so many other facilities, the Kentucky State Fair Board, the Fair and Exposition Center stepped in with a volunteering of stall space for those horses, and we cannot express our gratitude enough to those people. But those issues with the horses themselves being taken care of. The happiest bottom line for all this, we don't have any idea at this point on damage, totals, things like that. But the happiest bottom line we have is that, again, there have been no injuries to horses or humans from this storm, which is really a remarkable thing, especially once you've seen the damage back there and the considerable damage to at least a couple of those barns. So that's basically what is happening in our barn area. We are racing here tomorrow night. The Downs After Dark Night racing program will go on. First race post time at 6 p.m. Tomorrow evening, and that was a terrific collaborative effort as well among Churchill Downs and our racing staff here and our horsemen who have agreed to step in and go forward. Everyone has been tremendously resilient, shown a great spirit. If we know anything about horse people, you are resilient, because there are a lot of disappointments in this game and in this sport and this industry, and people were up ready this morning, positive, ready to go and see where we go after this storm has hit. So that's kind of where we stand right now. I'll bring forward Kevin Flannery, the president of Churchill Downs, so he can elaborate a little bit on some of the points we have made here and talk about a couple of other things here with this most unprecedented natural occurrence at Churchill Downs. Again, the best we can figure, this is although I have heard, we're researching, I've heard a note or two perhaps there might have been a tornado previously in Churchill Downs history. I haven't been able to verify it, but for us it's been a long time, and it's a new situation for all of us. We'll bring Kevin forward to talk a bit about his perspective. Kevin?
Thank you, John. As John said, we've taken the day really to sort of assess where we are and what the damage is. The great news is, with the great help of our team, Butch Lear and the racing, the folks who take care of the racing surfaces have made sure that is safe. David Sweezy, our operations team on the front side, have made sure that everything is safe and secure here. And the good news is we'll be back to business as usual tomorrow. We will have training in the morning for the horses across the track. We'll have simulcast during the day, and of course we will have the Downs After Dark event. Gates open at 4 o'clock, first post at 6 p.m. And it really is a testament to all of the people on the backside that they have just gotten on their boots, gotten back on the horse and said, let's do this. This is what we're all about, great racing, and they've really come together as a group. We also want to thank so many people in the community. We've received so many offers from volunteers, different people who want to come and help clean up here on the property. The good news is we think we've got everything under control as far as getting things cleared up, making sure that the backside is secure, number one, and number two, safe for people to be there and the horses to be there. So at this point, we're in good shape, but just really want to thank all of the many volunteers who have stepped forward with offers of man hours, equipment, whatever it may be. And there really is something special about this community. In fact, I would bring out that we've had a lot of the local emergency crews, LG&E, the utility companies. They've all been here around the clock making sure that we're able to operate and we're able to really give this community what it deserves. Over the next couple of days, one of the things that we announced today, we have a charity, Ponies for Charity, Pony Up for Charity, which allows people who are here tomorrow night to actually round up, if you will, $1 on their bill for a charity. Well, guess what? We have some people who are hurting right now. We've got some backside workers who don't have a place to live. We've got some trainers who've had some significant damage to their property. As part of that, we're going to give the community an opportunity to contribute and help out all of those people who really make Churchill Downs something special. And we hope that they participate tomorrow and Pony Up for Charity with that particular item. As far as going forward, what we're doing right now, we actually have engineers on the grounds right now assessing the damage and what the next steps are. As John said, we don't know what the dollar values are as far as what the damage is, but we will be getting those numbers together very shortly and just trying to make sure that everybody is in great shape. I do want to especially thank those trainers who had horses in the barns that were impacted. You know, this is their livelihood, not just them, but all the people who work for them. And those horses are very special to them. It's really like a family. And what they have been doing for one another the past 24 hours has really been incredible. But we lost about 150 or so stalls. I mean, those are, you know, the hotel room for a horse, if you will. That's where they live. And everybody else opened their barns. If they had a free space, they'd let somebody put their horse in there. Keeneland, Turfway, the Kentucky Fair and Exposition Center. Everybody called and said, if you need us, we've got space, we can get you in. And those trainers who had to move their horses have been incredible. They have handled it with class, with charm. They are back there making it work. We've talked to every single one of them who've had horses, who have horses entered for the weekend, and they've moved horses off property that don't need to run, but the horses that are going to be a part of our program the next couple of days are here, and they're going to be ready to run. So special thanks to them for really making us show our best side. We've got a great team that works for Churchill. We've got a great team that lives and works on the backside, and we have a tremendous, great community that rallies around this track. So I want to thank everybody for everything they've done. We're moving forward. This is Churchill Downs. We're here to race. We're here to put on a show for the community, and we want to thank everybody for rallying around us in this difficult time. So at this time, I'd be happy to take any questions and any issues that you might want to touch.